Dory here. Today I wanted to talk about hypnosis. And there is still a lot of myths about hypnosis, a lot of people who are hesitant to do hypnosis, even though it's been a proven modality, a proven technique for many, many years for help in releasing old beliefs and changing patterns. And so that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today was hypnosis. The word hypnosis actually is a Greek word for sleep, because when you're in hypnosis, when you're laying down, you look like you're sleeping, but you can be in a trance state, and as they are in live on stage, where you're not necessarily laying down. And my basic job as a hypnotist, I'm a board certified hypnotist with the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I'm also a certified instructor. My job is to dehypnotize. As we come into this world, before we're born, and because we hear about the time of gestation, about the 5th month, we start hearing as babies, as a fetus, we start hearing. And so that hypnotic state starts, that trance state starts before we're even born. We are hearing what the sounds around us. And then that goes until about the age of 8, where we're continually just open to all the suggestions, open to what everyone says. And you can tell when a child starts coming out of that state, when they start asking questions, is that really real, Dad? Are you telling me the truth? And you know they're starting to come out of that state, because until then they're just believing everything that you're saying, and it's going in, and they're excited about Christmas, and they're excited about all the different stories that we tell them, and it's they just have that, they're in that trance state. And so a lot of times there's a lot of things that happen around 5. 5 is a crucial year, and there are a lot of hypnotists that do regression, and they'll take their clients back to that age 5, because there's a lot of things that happened that went in that were affecting our adult selves from that age 5. So there's a lot of different areas that hypnosis really helps with. And one of the things that to differentiate a trance state is when you go in from the beta state into the alpha or the delta, or the theta or the delta state. You're going out of beta into the alpha, theta, or delta. And we do that when we're reading, we do that when we're watching TV, we do that when we are on our computers, when we're driving, the highway hypnosis, when you're driving and then you get home and you don't remember driving a certain stretch of road. We go in that state a lot. We go in and out of that state 12 to 20 times a day or more. And so this is a natural state. That hypnotic state, that trance state is a natural state. And my job as a hypnotist is simply to use that state on demand in that setting, in the safe setting of in my office, where we can go over and look at the areas in your life that you're finding that are getting in your way. And there are belief systems, and I call them BS, belief systems, BS, or sometimes they're accurate, but sometimes they're BS. And so we have to identify. And our subconscious mind is the place where it's our emotional center, and that's where all those ideas reside and the meanings reside. And our conscious mind is the mind that looks at those ideas, and as we reflect and as we look at, well, how did that happen? Or what did I just do? Or what's happening here? It's the conscious mind that's analyzing, because the subconscious mind can't judge. It can't change itself. It has to be the conscious mind that's making those judgments and those decisions. And so that's where hypnosis really can help with those habit changes, or performance issues, or when there's procrastination, or when there's belief systems, even a belief system that maybe someone was told as a child that they weren't a good student, or maybe a child is told that they aren't a good student, and they find themselves not performing well because they're following that hypnotic suggestion. So there's many different places where those suggestions have gone in, the belief systems are affecting us. And so my job as a hypnotist is to help dehypnotize, help you find those places that are getting in your way, clean those up, so that you can have the experience that you want to have in your life. And you can be easily having those experiences, easily doing the habits, easily being free of any triggers or any reactionary, easily having those happen because you've cleared away the area that is causing you trouble. And we do have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of ideas. We are telling ourselves a story every day. And as you start paying attention to that story that you're telling yourself every day, when you tell yourself that story, you're actually hypnotizing yourself. And what is that story? Is it a good story? Oh, I'm doing well, I'm thriving, I'm excited about life, I'm excited about things coming up, I'm a winner, I know things are going to work for me? Or is it a story of, I know this isn't going to work, things don't work for me, I'm not good enough? those kind of things, because that's what creates that story that we're telling ourselves every day, creates our experience and creates those pathways that are causing us to behave in a certain way. So this is something that is really crucial, that we start paying attention to what is the story. Maybe write out, what is it that I'm telling myself? And then maybe, I like to do it where you fold a piece of paper in half, and then on the one side you put in, what is it that's negative? What are you telling yourself that's negative? And then you turn those around and you put those things into the positive. And that's what, as a hypnotist, that's one thing I can help with, is getting those affirmations, those statements into a way, turning those around and making it so that they can be what really work for you, that you resonate with, that feel good. They bring you an energy add instead of an energy drain. Instead of your energy going down, it's going up. And what I look at when we have, I call it energy add or energy drain, because you can feel that. You say something and you can feel it lifts you or it takes you down. And what I have found is that when something is an energy drain and it's taking you down, it's usually not true. That is your soul telling you, this is not a true story. This is a story that is untrue. And so sometimes it takes courage to start telling ourselves the story, even though part of us doesn't believe it, telling ourselves the real story, because we can feel it energy add, and it takes practice to go over that. And that's the part where, as a hypnotist, I can help with that. But there's also a lot of work that you can do on your own. And I also I'll be teaching in the fall a self-hypnosis class. It's a seven class series where each week you learn a different way how to take yourself into that hypnotic state, and then tell yourself the affirmations that you want to go in, that you want to be permanent, so that you can also do that for yourself. There are places where that self-hypnosis really works well, and other places where you need someone objective, someone who is can see things that you can't see for yourself. We can't always see everything for ourselves, and so there are places where we need a hypnotist to help with that. But I love hypnosis. I am doing a training in July and August that's going to be covering a lot of these areas. We're going to be going over a lot of different kinds of hypnosis and the different areas that hypnosis can help with: motivation, with relaxation, with stress, all the different areas of that, and going over the different ways to hypnotize, and how to help someone who is with changing those areas in their life in a smooth and easy way, so that they have a different experience. And it's really pretty incredible. I've been a hypnotist since 2000, and I absolutely have loved it. I had to be talked into it. I didn't automatically choose to do hypnosis. I had a business partner that was like, you need to do this, and it's like, I don't know. I was hesitant. I was one of those hesitant ones too, going, I don't know if I want to do that. And then as soon as I started doing, I finally said, I need to do this. I got it, that I needed to train. And after my training, I really, really loved it. And I found I was really good at it. And I found it was really amazing to work on myself, and also to work with other people and to help have them change their life experience around many, many areas, including money. We have a lot of ideas, belief systems around money that's keeping us from having the money that we really, earning that money that we want to earn. There's lots of areas where we're sabotaging ourselves in getting in our own way, that once we start identifying those areas, we find our life smooths out, we find ourselves having more success, we find ourselves really living more the life that we want to be living. And it's pretty amazing. And so I would love to have a conversation. I would love to anyone who'd like to I do free consultations, would love to do a free consultation. And you can message me on Facebook. If you're not a friend, we can become friends. or I'll put my number in the bottom of the description that you can call me or text me. And I'd love to talk with you, because hypnosis is really, really amazing. And the more I do it, the more I love it, the more I'm amazed at what it does and how much it can help, and all the different experiences that I have every day with my clients. When they come in sometimes grumpy, sometimes feeling kind of heavy, they're not that happy, and then they leave floating out the door. They just feel so good, and I love that. I love being able to assist with that. I'm not the one making the change, but I'm creating an environment where you and the people who are coming in for hypnosis can make those changes for themselves. So it's pretty amazing, and I would love to have any conversations about hypnosis. And if you would like to train, there's a lot of reasons why being a certified hypnotist makes a big difference in your life. Once you've taken the training, you start seeing all the different places where it's being used, overtly, and it really opens your eyes to a lot of areas. And it's pretty amazing how it can be used in many different experiences in life, many different vocations in life. I had one business owner that told me that he took the training, never had any intention of doing sessions or doing personal work, but it's helping him communicate with his customers, with his employees, with his referral partners, other people in business. It's really helping him to do a better job with connecting with people, because he's taken the training and understanding the power of words, and how to use those words in a way that helps to connect rather than disconnect. And so there's a lot of reasons why. There's also a lot of vocations. Massage, hypnosis works really well in that, or doing Reiki, or doing other kinds of things. Counselors, it's really good to be trained in hypnosis. Psychologists, doctors, those are all nurses, those are all good occupations. Teachers, there's so many different occupations where, having been trained, it really helps you in your field, in doing a better job with your vocation, with your occupation. And so there's lots of really good reasons to train, but I would love to have a conversation. If anyone's new to hypnosis, has questions about it, wants to have an experience of it, I would love to do that. And so I'll put that information in the description, and wish you all a very wonderful day.